The Emperor of Mankind is often described as eternal. Eternity is not a measurement. It is an assumption. This is an examination of what the Emperor actually is and what the Imperium requires him to remain. Allow me to welcome you to my channel. This is Nemo Forever. You are listening to Cog Eternal. Let us bear witness to the architecture of decay. The Emperor of Mankind is described in many ways. A god, a man, a weapon, a symbol. None of these definitions survive close examination. Gods, as observed within the warp, are reactive entities. They are shaped by belief, fed by emotion, and altered by time. They grow, fracture, and evolve in response to their worshippers. The Emperor does not. Men are finite. They degrade, their thoughts slow, their bodies fail. Their influence fades when their presence is removed. The Emperor does not. Weapons are built for purpose, then set aside when that purpose is fulfilled. The Emperor remains in use. This failure of definition is not philosophical. It is structural. The Emperor occupies a category that language was never designed to contain. The most accurate description available is not theological. It is functional. The Emperor is a system, a convergence of biological origin, psychic magnitude, technological intervention, and symbolic weight, assembled to perform a single task: preserve humanity through a hostile reality. All available evidence suggests this system has exceeded its intended operational lifespan. Remove myth. Observe dependency. The Astronomican is the Imperium's central stabilizing mechanism. Without it, warp navigation collapses. Interstellar cohesion disintegrates. Supply lines fail. Authority fragments. The Astronomican is sustained by the Emperor. This means the Imperium is not held together by law, faith, or force of arms, but by a single psychic output emanating from one location. From an engineering perspective, this is catastrophic design. A system of this scale should not rely on a single node. Redundancy should be absolute. Failure tolerance should be assumed. None of this exists. Because the Emperor was never meant to become infrastructure. He was meant to be guidance. Temporary, corrective. A presence to shepherd humanity through a volatile stage of its evolution, then withdraw once stability was achieved. That withdrawal never occurred. Now humanity does not navigate the warp by understanding it, nor by mastering it, but by anchoring itself to the continued endurance of one being. The Emperor burns so that the Imperium may move. This is not unity. It is dependency, disguised as destiny. The Golden Throne is often described as a seat. It is not. It is a life support system, a containment engine, a regulator, a prison. It exists to maintain a body that should not still function, and to extract from the body the only output that matters: continuation. The Emperor does not sit upon the throne. He is integrated into it. His nervous system is threaded into circuitry. His psychic presence is amplified through mechanisms that no longer fully understand their own design. His psychic presence is amplified through mechanisms that no longer fully understand their design. He does not control the throne. The throne controls him. This distinction is critical because it means the Emperor is no longer a ruler using a tool. He is a component inside a larger machine, a machine that can never be turned off. Systems of this scale require fuel. The Golden Throne is no exception. Its operation consumes lives constantly. Human psychers are fed into its mechanisms. Their consciousness is burned away, their existence converted into energy. This process does not strengthen the Emperor. It sustains the system that sustains him. Without this input, output declines, navigation falters, containment weakens, collapse accelerates. This is not worship. It is maintenance. The Imperium does not sacrifice psychers out of devotion. It does so out of necessity. They are fuel consumed to delay the shutdown. This is the true cost of survival. Not victory, not expansion, continuation, at any price. The Emperor did not declare himself a god. He rejected the concept. Yet 10,000 years of belief have consequences. Belief is not passive within the warp. It exerts pressure, it alters form, it reinforces patterns, it turns symbols into structures. The Emperor has been subjected to uninterrupted belief on a scale unmatched by any other entity. Prayers, sacrifices, ritualized suffering, institutionalized faith. These inputs do not vanish. They accumulate. What emerges is not a god in the traditional sense, but something far more rigid, a fixed point. Warp entities thrive on change. They adapt. They respond. They mutate alongside their worshippers. The Emperor cannot. He is bound to location, bound to function, bound to expectation. The Imperium believes it sustains him. In practice, it has repurposed him. Every miracle attributed to him reinforces the system that imprisons him. Every saint, every vision, every act of divine intervention feeds back into a role that allows no deviation. The Emperor has become less a ruler and more a constant, a psychic engine running at maximum output, denied shutdown, denied maintenance, denied replacement. Every system has a terminal condition. The Emperor is no exception. If the Emperor fails completely, the Astronomicon collapses. Warp travel becomes unpredictable at best, impossible at worst. The Imperium fractures into isolated stellar remnants within weeks. This outcome is well understood. Less examined is the alternative if the Emperor does not fail. Continued operation under escalating load produces distortion. Faith intensifies, psychic pressure increases. The warp responds with greater hostility. The Emperor becomes further entangled with the very forces he was meant to negate. The system sustains itself by consuming its creator. There is no equilibrium here, only delay. Humanity survives not because it is advancing, but because extinction has been deferred. The Emperor endures, and while he endures, so does the Imperium. But endurance is not victory. It is time, purchased at unsustainable cost. The Imperium does not serve the Emperor. It connects to him. It draws from him. It depends on him. Not as a leader, but as infrastructure. He is not the ruler of humanity. He is the mechanism that allows it to continue existing. Remove him, and the Imperium does not weaken. It stops. Humanity calls this survival. The data does not. It calls it postponement. The distinction will matter eventually. Thank you for listening. Cocketernal can be found on YouTube, Spotify, and Rumble. If this transmission was worthy of your time, allow it to endure. Leave your reflections below and subscribe should you wish to walk further into the 41st Millennium. If this work resonates, my neighbors await in the description the decay continues.